People of the world, WhatsApp goes secret agent, enables end-to-end encryption by default. Microsoft's Surface flagship phone set to hit us in 2017. Google launches health search in India. And you know there's a lot more. So drop everything you're doing and stay put, because this is April 7th on a Thursday and I'm Aditya bringing to you the Bulletin powered by Ambrain India. In an important security update, WhatsApp has announced that it is turning on encryption by default for all its users. The update adds another significant tier of security to user information, thus helping it protect user privacy and information at times when governments are leaning to snoop more on their subjects. The idea is simple. Every time you send a message, the only person who can read that message is the person or the group that you have sent the message to. No one else can read inside that message. Not cyber criminals, not hackers, not oppressive regimes, not even WhatsApp itself. The default feature is remarkable too. While other apps such as Telegram require you to turn that feature on, WhatsApp has it on by default. The encryption feature was developed in collaboration with OpenWhisper Systems. While the rumors are still strong as ever, the expected date of arrival of Microsoft's super premium Surface phone has been shifted to 2017. Fresh news put down the number of models of the device as 3. Along with the regular consumer model, the users can also get their hands on a high-end business model and an enthusiast model. So we started from phones, then we had smartphones, now we'll have Surface phones, and someday you're gonna have a miniature version of me in your pocket. After launching the service in US and Brazil, the synonym to web search, Google has launched its health search in India. Google Health Search returns disease and healthcare information as information cards whenever one searches about a disease or health condition. And considering that almost entire rural India lacks immediate access to basic healthcare, this could very well be the biggest disruptions in this domain. These cards provide a brief summary of the condition as well as the symptoms and can be downloaded as PDF and shared immediately. Google has partnered with Apollo Hospitals and Columbia Asia Hospitals to develop the content of the cards. There were several reports surfacing on the web that Microsoft was working to improve its proprietary email client Outlook with a variety of new features. The new features introduced include custom domains for email IDs and ad-free experiences, etc. The new version of Outlook allows you to create 5 different email addresses under the same domain. It also integrates calendars, documents, and contacts, making sharing and creating real-time data much easier. Another key feature is that the entire service is completely ad-free. It will be available on the new Outlook.com, which the company says will help you find new ways to collaborate, manage time, and get things done. Although Microsoft has not officially launched the newer version yet, it has confirmed the pilot program. The Telangana government has announced its intentions of developing a massive 1 million square feet of infrastructure in collaboration with the private sector. The same comes under the state government's new IT policy, the Telangana IT Policy 2016. Under the policy, the entire developed infrastructure space will be dedicated to an incubator for entrepreneurial ventures for a period of 5 years, a period in which it hopes to churn out 5,000 startups. The policy also had provisions for raising funds to the north of $300 million to stimulate innovation and startups. In an unlikely partnership between two of India's biggest e-commerce rivals, Flipkart and Paytm have joined hands to facilitate the delivery of Paytm goods by the logistics arm of Flipkart eCart. eCart is already providing its services to fashion retailer Jabong and is reportedly in talks with another e-commerce company, Shopclues. It is expecting an equal volume of business from Flipkart and third-party merchants by the year end. Speculatively though, this could be in the faintest of ways Alibaba's internal strategy to test Flipkart before it plans its rumored investment into the company. Apple is intent upon breaking into the burgeoning Indian market by any means possible. After the realization that its premium iPhone was a tad bit too expensive for the price-conscious population, it embarked upon the strategy of providing cheaper refurbished devices in the market. Apple, which has been seeking permission to enter the Indian market with its refurbished devices, has been snubbed by the Indian government on its last attempt. In fact, a corporate body which counts the likes of Micromax, Intex, and Samsung among its numbers has been formed and is actively lobbying to ensure that Apple does no better than its last attempt. This is time for the startup activity roundup from the last 3 days. Often dubbed as the ever-vocal guy against Indian e-commerce, Kishore Biyani has ironically found interest in the same domain. His company, Future Group, is about to acquire Rocket Internet-backed online furniture marketplace FabFurnish. While the financial details of the deal remain undisclosed, 2 people related to the matter reported that Future Group may pay somewhere between 15 to 20 crores in cash for the deal. Personal assistance app Haptik has raised an undisclosed amount in Series B funding from Times Internet. Haptik is a very cool AI-based app which allows its users to indulge in online shopping, travel bookings, restaurant reservations, as well as discovering the best mobile plan recharges, all by chatting with his assistant. And Xiaomi is finally opening up its investment purse for companies in India. The Chinese upstart has has led an investment round of $25 billion into Hungama, with participation from Intel Capital, Bessemer Capital, and Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Xiaomi's interest in Hungama is not surprising though, because it had earlier announced its investment plans into Indian apps and services startups. The ever-famous Housing.com has raised an undisclosed amount from Vikas Singh, the former head of 99 Acres and co-founder and MD of Buildzar, an online construction material and home construction solutions provider. Vikas will also join the team as a senior advisor and will help the senior management team redefine Housing.com's monetization strategy. This is it for today, folks. See you next Sunday. Until then, take care and try and keep up.